Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in this episode of World of Tanks. And we've got Type VIIC, Type Vic, and his Crusader Tier 6. What is going on here? This is now a light tank, guys. And it's a Tier 6 light tank, interestingly enough. He's running large kits. He's got some pudding, got some camo net going on. We're going to talk about, this is an interesting game. A good Bush decision right here. I like this initial Bush. He's top tier in a 2-tier battle. He's got tier 6 and tier 5s. This one's going to come down to the wire, and we're going to talk about it when we get there, but we'll make some decisions we're going to talk about end game. But first of all, this guy. I'm flanking. I'm on fire. I'm on a rock. Oh, man. What an unfortunate series of events there. And Type does not quite get the kill, but he does get the majority of the hit points off that guy. And then we have a Stug, and the Stug actually will show up later. We don't quite kill that guy. He runs off, yipe, looking for cover, and gets away. All right, we have a big fight going on down the south. We've also got a pretty good push going to the north from the red guys. And if you noticed from the very beginning, there was not a strong force in the north. But I'll tell you something. This LEF, this T-67, and this BIS, they really kind of saved the day for their team by being able to hold these guys. Type, you've won the middle. I don't think there's really a lot of reason to sit here. We see the BFM. He shows up. You don't see him. Oh, there we go. So I think maybe a little bit more cross-check of the minimap or awareness of what's going on around you. You get away with it because you actually, RNG says no, goodbye, our BFM. So we get him dead, but I think you missed some earlier shots on that guy. So now I think it's definitely time to move north and help these guys out up in the north. So we're going to move from this bush. Nothing else going on here. Nobody's showing their face. 3 or 4 up in the north. 6 or 7 down in the south. A couple guys camping and some arty. And that's basically the entire enemy team. A couple guys die. The BIS dies. I'm surprised he lasted that long, but good on him. The 3045 takes some pressure off by going around the other side. Does not immediately get shredded by TDs, so it doesn't look like there's a lot of TDs. For example, the Stug. The AT-8's way in the south anyway. Down goes the Excelsior, the Cromwell. It looks like the south push is doing okay. And I say okay because just wait for it. We'll wait for what happens down there. You'll notice the enemy has a KV-2R. Think about a KV-2. And the AT-8, for that matter, as well as maybe even the Su-100. The longer you leave those guys in the game at this low tier with that high of an alpha, the worse your chances are going to be. And this game looks pretty, excuse me, this game looks pretty well in hand. Type comes back here and plays vision games with these guys. He's able to shoot outside of the spotting range and inside of render, so he's just dropping guys like flies. This RBFM is sitting back here. I have no idea how this T-67 stayed alive this long. It's amazing. But he has, and then this guy just disintegrates. Even with the extra hit points that everyone's got at tier 6, he just goes goodbye. And now it's the decision-making process I was talking about. Your team's in good shape. The South is doing better than I thought they might. And I thought maybe you were going to go south. You turn this way. All right, it is 11:15. Remember that number, 11:15. So we come around this way. The KV-2R is in good shape, not 100%, but almost. Your guys are beat up. And a lot of those dudes are one-shots by a KV-2R. Every time you give that guy a shot at this point in the game, your odds of winning go lower and lower. So we come around here and we cut off. And I really thought initially you were going to go down there behind him and open up the second front behind the KV-2R and give the rest of your beat-up guys a little breathing room and opportunity to start shooting this guy from 2 directions. But we peel off and we head down here. And then I thought, well, maybe he's just making a slightly safer approach than crossing the open. Fair enough, maybe the Stug has sat up on the hill, but he hasn't because he's lit. And all of a sudden, we start losing guys down there. And had you headed straight that way about right now, you would be showing up. Remember, 11:15 was the number that we started moving the last time we really took a shot or had an opportunity. And then we see an arty, and we're like, yay, let's shoot an arty. That's fun, and okay. And I thought, well, all right, so he came here. He's going to actually go over here and start working on the guys from behind. But we don't do that either. We're kind of looking at the arty, and I have a sneaking suspicion in your mind right now is I'm going to go kill the arty. And the problem with that decision-making matrix right there is it's the wrong one. It really is. You need to go get rid of, you really need to go get rid of and start shooting the KV-2R. So we're going to come up here. We see an Arty, and we're like, ooh, I like shooting Arty, so we'll come up here. Your T-67, your 3485M, that went the other way, the long way towards the north. They got this. Right now, you need to be shooting that KV-2R, and I think you even have a shot on him right now. I saw this on the replay. Oh, yeah, man. Just start waylaying this guy. That's your threat, man. The AT-8 is on low hit points, but he's going to be hard for these guys to kill. This dude, he deserves all of your attention. So we do that, and we go, ooh, another Arty. I like shooting Arty. Nah, I don't want to shoot that guy. I'm not going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot Arty. So we come in here, and we go, grill. Grills are fun. We'll shoot him. And we'll shoot him again. And, oh, darn, he got away. Let's see. Guess what? You still have shots on this guy. This guy is dead. By the time all that happens, you've got him dead or near dead. But he gets away. He gets around the corner. And we've shot a couple of Arty, and now we're just like, oh, grill, let's just shoot him. There we go. Oh, we missed. Okay, let's try to kill the Arty because that's fun. There we go. Let's shoot this guy. Oh, we missed. Let's shoot this Arty. Meanwhile, the KV-2 is nom, nom, nom driving in there. Then I thought, okay, great. Now I don't understand this one. Why are we hiding? The Stug was around the corner. You have 100% of your hit points. The KV-2 is murdering your team. You have got to get in there, man. I mean, I can't sugarcoat that one. Really, it really was a bad decision to be quite honest and straight up with you. And then to exacerbate it, there we go. We just lost our 100Y. To exacerbate it, we're gonna go mess around with the Stug. Who cares? Get in there and kill this KV-2. But you know what? Even now it might be too late. The KV-1 is in trouble. He's being taken on by the AT-8, who somehow has taken no damage through this whole thing. And the KV-2 is there, and there goes the KV-1. He's dead. And we're still futzing around with the Stug. We get him. That's a good thing. And then our RBFM charges in, and all of a sudden, we're down to having to cap. When in reality, we could have had both those tanks dead minutes ago. Now, I didn't do the timing. I forgot to do that, but 11:15 was the number. By the time you started shooting again, it was quite a long time. So it just took you a long time to get in there. And this is something I'm talking about a lot lately as people ask the question, how do I get better? It really is one decision to the next decision to the next decision. And if you're ever wondering where you made a mistake, you can kind of back up through your replay and take a look at it. And anytime your gun is silent for a long time, unless there's a very, very good reason for it, it's probably a mistake. It's probably a mistake. And your prioritization of targets right there, man, that KV-2 absolutely needed to be taken down. And I believe you take that KV-2 down, you preserve a couple of your guns over there, and this isn't even close. It's not even close. Good news is the enemy team's not very bright either. They should have turned around and just come at you. I think they might have got there as well. Even as slow as a KV-2 is, maybe, maybe not, but they both drive up. I'm just going to speed this up because they both drive up. Eventually the KV-2 actually gets lit by the Arty. Yeah, there he is. So what they think is going to happen here, I have no idea. Maybe they thought they were going to try to get onto the cap. We'll just speed it up because it ends up being a win for you via cap. Nice job on that. That was the right decision as far as that goes at that time in the game. There's one each of you left. You got 1,200 damage and a tier 6 scout with 249 assists. Nicely done. You get the W. Also important, 4 kills. Very good. But I think this could have been really easy had you started shooting that KV-2 right there and ignored the Arty for just a moment. They were all scattering and running. The LEF was going to die to those guys anyway. Even after you killed the LEF, you still had some shots on the KV-2. I'd ignored the Gorilla. Who cares? He's going to run around. He's going to go down to a not great position. You can kill him at your leisure once you get rid of the threat of the KV-2. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate your support. If you like what you saw or learned something, throw me a follow. If you're looking for other ways to support the channel, you can find those kind of things down in the description. That's all I've got for today. We will see you.